Hello and welcome everyone, it's Capcan, and today we're looking at our best Subtlety rogue talent tree builds from Dragonflight pre-patch. It's currently 28th of October, which means that we have 1 month to the Dragonflight expansion itself, and in this month we still have access to our legendaries, to our Shadowlands Covenant abilities and other stuff. We don't have some talent points, which means that all these builds are gonna change when expansion will hit live servers, and then we will need more new videos and new builds for all classes. Information here is provided by Wowhead, and I'm gonna have link on the Wowhead article in the pinned comment below the video. I'm gonna have as well links to the builds themselves. So let's see a little bit about the author. This guide is currently updated and maintained by Fu, a rogue theory crafter since Legion with the main focus on subtlety. I'm also part of the rogue Discord as a moderator, and you will usually find me discussing rotation strategies or talking about theories to improve the simulation. So yeah, here's our guide author. I guess let's go to the guides themselves. So Subtlety Rogue Raid Talent Build. This build seems to be one of the best options with the limited point economy on level 60, as well as the impact from the existing systems. The class tree is fairly set, with Shadowlands, Seal Fate and Equine Reprimand are fairly close in output, but Vigor in combination with Thief's versatility is slightly stronger with this setup. The remaining choice is in your initial 8-point pathing for the class tree. Dark Shadow seems too strong to miss out on. Sepsis is a strong cooldown that benefits from invigorating shadows, shadow dust and deeper daggers. So as you can see, again, more emphasis on you still using rune carving powers, still using legendary powers from like Shadowlands. Seems to be very good because it works on the edge of night effect. The current best build does not allow a lot of dynamics, sadly. So yeah, here's our pre-patch builds. You can look up key talents that are like here we can see and understand which one are the most crucial ones and which one you can like spec in or out of. And yeah, let's go and look at our talent tree build. So yeah, this is like, this part of the talent tree is very generally used in all rogue specializations. You're taking evasion, you're taking shift evasion, then some of poisons. Here we have, because it's raiding like class tree, we're getting here atrophic poison, which reduces damage that enemy deals, and it's very good on bosses. Then we are taking passive movement speed, increase damage of your weapon poisons. That's not like crucial talent. Increase critical strike of your attacks of your generators, and then Vigor, increase your maximum energy and energy regeneration. So this part of the talent tree is always taken almost for like all rogues. Then we're taking blind, feint, again pretty like usual stuff here. Nimble fingers, energy cost of feint and crimson vial reduced by 10. So I saw either gouge or blackjack was taken previously in other like talent trees, but I guess just a little like energy cost less to feint and crimson vial can be useful as well. Maybe not for like too big of a like margin. Improved spirit, reduce cooldown of sprint. Cheat death, your mechanic to avoid dying from like burst damages. Thief's versatility increased by 4%. So yeah, this is as well pretty standard stuff, maybe except for nimble fingers. Then after step we're taking Cloak of Shadows, no tricks of trade, no shadow step. Okay, so like maybe no shadow step because we're like taking it in our talent tree, in our specialization talent tree, but still, yeah, you could have got like 2 charges instead of 1, which means more mobility. What do we have here? Okay, so Cloak of Shadows is our anti-control ability. Shadowrunner, subtlety. While stealth or shadow dance is active, you move 20% faster. Oh yeah, I understand why we're not taking tricks of the trade. Maybe not why are we not taking shadow step. What's here? Subterfuge. Your abilities requiring stealth can still be used for 3 seconds after stealth breaks. No comments. I get it totally why we are not taking shadow steps. Yeah, so these 2 talents, they are just like very, very good for Subtlety, and yeah, they're quite specific. So in other talent trees, we were taking like these two talents or these two talents. Then Tide Spender, your finishers cost less. Night Stalker, while stealth is active, your abilities deal more damage. Or Shadow Dance, which is like your thing. Then Shadow Strike generates 1 additional combo point, very good. Soothing Darkness, you are healed for 30% of your maximum health over 6 seconds after gaining Vanish or Shadow Dance. Holy moly, that's like, or Shadow Dance. That's like, with your uptime on Shadow Dance, with your like specialization uptime on Shadow Dance, that's very, very good. That's gonna like bring you some utility. I can't really remember if that's what we currently have already, but I don't really know. Yeah. Find Weakness. Your stealth abilities reveal a flaw in your target's defenses, causing all your targets to bypass 30% of the enemy's armor for 10 seconds, which is very powerful. And Shadow Dance, one of our like signature abilities that allow you to use stealth abilities outside of stealth. So that's like pseudo stealth thing. So yeah, previously in most like with Outlaw, we're taking Echoing Reprimand, and with Assassination, we were going more to like Leeching Poison, Seal Fate, and I can't really remember what was here and there, but yeah, like it at first parts it looks kind of generic, and then we're going harder into like more shadow, more subtlety oriented part of the talent tree. And okay, so that's our raid talent tree, and we're gonna look at our specialization part. So, improved Backstab. Backstab has 15% increased crit strike chance, which is very good. When you are behind your target, Backstab critical strikes now also expose a flaw, applying Find Weakness. Ooh, okay, yeah, so we definitely needed some like buffs for Backstabs, because yeah, while you're not in your Shadow Dance form, your damage was quite like miserable with Subtlety. Yeah, then we are taking Shadow Step as our core mobility skill. Shadow Focus ability costs less energy while Stealth or Shadow Dance is active, which means yeah, like better performance during Shadow Dance. Then Shadow Strike and Backstab have a 15% chance to hit target twice each time they deal damage. Very good. Relentless Strikes, your finishing moves generate 5 energy per combo point spent, which means that yeah, you're gonna regenerate your energy faster and easier. Silent Storm, gaining Stealth, Vanish, or Shadow Dance causes your next Shuriken Storm to have 100% increased chance to critically strike. So we even have something that increases damage of our AoE ability. Okay. Shadow Blades, one of our core damage like cooldowns, no questions asked. Premeditation, after entering Stealth, your next Shadow Strike grants up to 10 seconds of Slice and Dice, which is very good, and generates 2 additional combo points if Slice and Dice is active. Yeah, very powerful. Gloomblade replaces Backstab. Oh, so we're taking like our shadow damage conversion from like physical Backstab. So yeah, Backstab deals physical damage, Gloomblade replaces it, and it deals shadow damage that bypasses armor. Alright, that's kinda interesting. Then we're going into Shadow Techniques, generates 3 additional energy. The first dance activating Shadow Dance generates 4 combo points, which is very, very good opener. Symbols of Death increases your critical strike chance by 10%, alright. Then Inevitability, wait a second, so Swift Death, Symbols of Death has 5 reduced, so we're not taking the reduced cooldown on Symbols of Death. Inevitability, Backstab and Shadow Strike extend the duration of your Symbols of Death by 0.5 seconds, which means more uptime on that very, very good buff. We're taking Sepsis here, that's our like... Night Fake Covenant ability that like you're stabbing someone for like dot, yeah, and you gain 1 use of any stealth ability for 5 seconds. Okay, now what do we have here? Without a Trace, Vanish has 1 additional charge. Oh yeah, so that's for your raid, and that's quite obvious that you want to have like more vanishes for different kinds of purposes. Then we have Dark Shadow. Shadow Dance increases damage by an additional 30%. Yeah, and that's gonna mean that your damage windows during Shadow Dances are quite more powerful. Then Silent Storm we've already saw. Veil Touched. Your abilities deal 5% increased magic damage. Yeah, alright. So magic damage, probably shadow damage counts towards that. Deepening Shadows. Your finishing moves reduce the remaining cooldown on Shadow Dance by some part seconds per combo point spent. So yeah, this is like one of our main stuff that gives us uptime on Shadow Dance. You probably can't really like skip it because it's just too crucial to your rotation and like just to your damage output. Shadowed Finishers. Eviscerate and Black Powder deal an additional 40% damage as shadow to targets with your Find Weakness. Oh, active. Okay, so and we can find weaknesses while we're backstabbing enemies with crits, and we're staying like at their backs, and we have yeah, we have just like with our stealth abilities this thing as well. So yeah, additional 40% damage for Eviscerate and Black Powder for our like finishers. Yeah, that's very good. Secret Stratagem, gain 1 additional. Oh, wait a second. Didn't we have like Secret Stratagem somewhere around here? Or was it in like... Oh yeah, so there it is. There is our Deeper Stratagem, but what if you're gonna take both of them? I don't really know. Okay, so oh no, yeah, so that's Deeper Stratagem and that's Secret Stratagem. But they're like the same. Yeah, they're like the same, so you can have even more maximum combo points if you'd want to do that. Okay, so Secret Stratagem, gain 1 additional max combo point. Your finishing moves deal more, like, have increased effects, and your finishing moves deal 5% increased damage. Okay, and then Deeper Daggers. Eviscerate and Black Powder increase your shadow damage dealt by 16% for 8 seconds. So yeah, your every finisher is definitely gonna ramp up your shadow damage. So here we definitely see this like shadow damage oriented build very heavily, and that's quite cool that you can like convert some parts of your damage, then you can like boost that type of damage dealt to enemies quite hard with your talents. Yeah, like from stylistic point of view, it's just like nice. Then we go to the Subtlety Rogue Mythic Plus build, and there's only one build available here, so yeah, let's probably compare. Oh, we're taking Leeching Poison, we're taking Seal Fate. I guess we're taking less in here in center, right? Or no? No, yes. So we're ignoring our Thief's versatility. Let's probably read first. Mythic Plus builds are similar to raid builds, but we pick up more multi-target nodes in the initial 8 points. We can also skip Shadow Blades, as it's a fairly weak talent after the nerfs. Oh, so it was nerfed? Man, Shadow Blades were so powerful. Shuriken Tornado is a strong pick for groups. The amount of remaining points to distribute after picking Dark Shadow, Deeper Daggers and Flagellation is fairly low. The class 3 has most options in the early 8 points, but has a lot of nodes that are strong enough that you don't want to miss out on them. Gouge, Tricks of Trade, Cloak of Shadows, Feint, Blind and Sheaf are almost guaranteed picks. And yeah, I forgot to say, of course, subscribe. Yeah, that's like totally missed out that subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. If you want more coverage of World of Warcraft and probably Heroes of the Storm and maybe some other games as well. So yeah, don't forget about that. And yeah, let's go and look at the talent trees themselves. So here we're taking our like Leeching Poisons, which gives you Leech, and we're taking 1 point in Seal of Fate. When you critically strike with a melee attack that generates combo points, you have 50% chance to gain an additional combo point per critical strike. And we're ignoring Thief's versatility. There goes our 2 points from here to down there. And our right part of the tree, yeah, so we're ignoring Shadowrunner and Subterfuge, and we're taking Tricks of the Trade and Shadow Step. Man, are we really doing it like... So while Stealth or Shadow Dance is active, you move 20% faster. Like, okay with Shadowrunner, but Subterfuge, your abilities requiring stealth can still be used for 3 seconds after stealth breaks. In between packs, that's just like so convenient. But maybe, yeah, maybe like Shadow Step and Tricks of the Trade are like way better in this scenario. So yeah, we're still taking Cheat Death. With every other, like we're still taking Atrophic Poison, which just decreases damage that enemy does. Yeah, so everything else is the same. So just like these two talents for these two talents and these two talents for these two talents. That's our general talent tree. Now let's go and look for, so we're not converting our like backstabs to shadow damage. Now we're not taking improved shadow techniques and the first dance. Okay, so yeah, these parts are totally ignored with plant execution and inevitability out of the window as well, and sepsis too. So yeah, we're still taking Vanish has additional charge. We're taking improved Shadow Dance, which gives Shadow Dance increased duration. Yeah, we're like, okay, so at the start of the talent tree, it's all still the same. Yes, it's, oh no, we're taking Shadow Step here and we're ignoring it in our specialization talent tree. Improved Shuriken Storm. Shuriken Storm has an additional chance to crit strikes, also apply Find Weakness. So yeah, more emphasis on you having more damage in AoE. Black Powder, our finisher in our like AoE finisher. Silent Storm, gaining Stealth, Vanish or Shadow Dance causes your next Shuriken Storm to have 100% increased chance to critically strike. So yeah, like your more crits from Shuriken Storms. Then Secret Technique finisher move that creates Shadow Dawn clones of yourself. You and your shadowed clones are performing a piercing attack on all enemies near your target. So yeah, again, our finisher with cooldown for AoE as well. So we're taking this talent. Yeah, then in center there is like, except for taking improved Shadow Dance, there is nothing really changed in here. We're still taking Dark Shadows. We're still taking our secret stratagem, Deeper Daggers as well, but we'll now take Flagellation. Lash the target for shadow damage, causing each combo point spent within 12 seconds to lash for an additional damage. Dealing damage with Flagellation increases your mastery, persisting 12 seconds after their torment fades. Yeah, and then we're again taking Replicating Shadows. Rupture deals an additional 20% damage as shadow and applies to one additional enemy within 8 yards. Okay. Alright, so yeah, and Shuriken Tornado, which was said in here. So yeah, that's just like your that's your just energy generic skill. Focus intently, then release a Shuriken Storm every second for the next 4 seconds. So that's like four Shuriken Storms in a row with 1 minute cooldown. Yeah, pretty good bursty spell for AoE. Okay, so the like specialization talent tree differs quite a lot. We're still not taking any of these like finishing talents and staying more on like first row of them. Yeah, so I guess that's with our sub-rogues. So that's the situation currently. I guess like specialization was always pretty fun to play. Maybe not like at least from visuals standpoint, it was very like it was. I've enjoyed the specialization pretty hard. Now maybe it's not gonna be, and probably it's not gonna be best specialization of rogues, but it still looks pretty good. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Have a good day. Have a great experience in pre-patch and in Dragonflight itself. Yeah, if you want more content, come back to the channel. Goodbye.